Hey guys, it's New Gaming 111 here. Today's video is gonna be kind of different because I'm doing a tutorial on how to make a Roblox game. So what you're gonna first do is you're gonna go to Google. You're gonna download Roblox Studio. Once you have downloaded the software and done all of the transitioning and typing in your username and stuff, then if this is gonna come up, you just click it, you log in, and then boom. So first, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick a template. There's a lot of templates, and then once you get a template, it just opens, and then you come to this type of page. You can get more templates like I did. You just click File, press New, and then it's gonna open a new template. You just gotta wait a little bit, and then boom, it's gonna log you in, and then a new template is gonna be formed. If you want, you can delete the old template, and then, yep. So once this is done, what you want to do is you have a toolbox on the left side of your screen. As you can see, this is the toolbox. What the toolbox does is that it has infinite amounts of items that you can search and use, such as an observation tower. Boom, it spawns in, and then, oh well, I just glitched out of the wall, and boom, there it is. If you want to move around and look around, you have to use the mouse, but you have to use the right side of the mouse, not the left side. And then you can move it with the left side of the mouse. And yeah, if you want to test out your gameplay, you just press play, and it's gonna test it out for you. It's just gonna load up, and then boom, you're gonna be in the game. Yep, here I am. There's the tower, and yep, it's real. Okay, so you can do anything you want, and once you want to stop the gameplay and start editing, during the gameplay, none of this saves. Like anything you do during this gameplay doesn't save. But once you press stop and you go back to the editor mode, then everything starts to save again. Okay, so that's the toolbox. So you can press X, and then there's a select button. What the select button does is that you can click an object and move it around anywhere you want. Like if I click it and then boom, it has to be highlighted, only then can you click and move it around. If it's not, then it wouldn't do anything, and you might just delete or move another object from before. What the move does is that you can move the object around. It's kind of like the select, and it does mostly the same thing, but in the select you can also delete, copy, group, and ungroup the object. And scale is it's when you click the object and you can differentiate the size. For example, this is the actual size, and if it was another type of object, you could pull this up and boom, it will get bigger from the top, and then you could click it again and you can make it bigger from the sides, and yeah. So this is kind of helpful if you're looking for like big or small structures and you want to enlarge or make them smaller. So that can come in helpful. And then the rotate is when you want to rotate the object to face a certain waypoint. You can just move that around. You can use the red. Oh, hold up. I gotta pick it up. And yep. There's also this. You can turn it upside down. You can move it sideways, everything. And then there's the copy, cut, and duplicate for the object if you want to copy into the same type and all that stuff. What the editor does is that you can transform the area around you. So if this was grassy plains, I could just generate more of that. I could import more grass and trees, and then this is if you want to clear out the terrain, and I don't want to do that right now, so I'm gonna just leave that alone. This is the toolbox as I showed you before. It's right here. In the region, it's where you can select any type of region and then just highlight it and do stuff to it. Like you can move it around, resize it. This is for the terrain. This is kind of like these three, but it's for the terrain. What the edit does is that if this was a type of grassland, you could grow it. You could make it smaller, smoother, upgrade the sea level, paint it, subtract, add, and flatten the grassy plains or any type of desert or any type of plain or just land. what this part does is, oh, hold up, I just gotta get rid of this in the toolbox. What a part is, it's just like one type of object, so you can just do stuff with this one. It's just a small object, but if you want, you can use the scale and make it bigger. So this is just a type of small object that you can use for stuff, right? And then next would be the UI. The UI is just for your frame, so you don't have to worry about this unless you're doing some kind of viewpoint or something. And then you're gonna go back to home, and then there's also material, so you can pick the type of material you want your item to be. So it could be sand, the type of material. This is for the color if you want to change the color. This is if you had more than one types of um, blocks, you can just group them together and they would stick, and that helps with the lock too, so they would stay locked together. The anchor kind of does the same thing, so yeah. This was the play button as I showed you, the resume and stop. This is for the testing, so if you go over here, you can test everything up. You can pick your device, other players if there's more than one, and yeah. There's also game settings. In this, you can mess with the stuff that you want for your game, and this is gonna show on Roblox, like the actual Roblox where your game is, so you can put in the name of your game, the description, and everything. Oh yeah, I just gotta log out of here. So yeah, this that was kind of like the game settings, and this is for the team if there's more than one editor. Now let's go to model. Model is kind of the same thing, but it's more um, based on the blocks, so you can get effects on the blocks. There's a spawn point. There's insert objects. That's kind of like the toolbox. There's service, and you get this is kind of like for um the editing. So if you want to do like mods and stuff, or if you want a specific object to do stuff, you can do that. So that's what the service is. There's collision groups, like if you want objects to smash into each other, you can do that. Oh, whoops, that was an accident. Um, there's the run script. That this is kind of related to the service, so yeah. This is the test, same thing. You can mute the audio, the devices and stuff. This is view. Okay, so what this does is that this focuses on the whole type of game. This is where you're gonna put in the commands and stuff for the game. As you can see, the base template, all of that stuff. So I'm gonna just back out of there. This is really complicated, so if you want, I'll probably make a video on this too. And then yeah, so all of these are like there's tutorials here in case you want to learn more. So you just click this and it takes you to this site where you can learn more about the things. This is all of the editing or the things to do with the server. So if you want, you can just check this out and do the tutorials on this. The plugins, these are for AIs or for the type of people that you want in the game or on how they look. Like you can change their shape and their size and their face features and stuff. And you can give them a natural skin and stuff. So yeah, that comes in handy. You can also transport AI in here, such as these. The animation editor, this is like if you want animations on the characters. The tools, these are the things that you can give to them. So yeah, I think we mostly covered everything. I hope you guys, I hope this came in handy, and I hope you guys learned something from this. I like was really confused when I first got the Roblox Studio and when I first tried to make a game. So yeah, I hope this comes in handy, and bye bye. This is Noor Gaming 111 logging off.